What's up, you guys? Nathan Mel here, doing a Marvel Legends review on the Age of Ultron Amazon exclusive 4-pack. So today we're going to be taking a look at Thor, but before we get him opened up, let's take a quick look at the packaging he came in. So at the top it says Marvel Avengers Age of Ultron, then it says Marvel Legends Infinite Series, and then it has the Avengers Initiative logo in the corner. Then it says Hasbro, Thor, Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and Marvel's Hawkeye. So let's get Thor out of the packaging and take a closer look. So here is Thor out of the packaging, man. So before we get into the figure, let's just take a quick look at the accessory he came with. So here's Mjolnir. So when I first saw the packaging, I'm like, wow, man, that reminds me of like the Diamond Select Age of Ultron Thor Mjolnir, but it's actually quite smaller, man. If I can just grab the Diamond Select one quick. Man, look at the size difference. And this one's a lot darker, man. This one has like lighter browns on it and the silvers and stuff, dude. But this one has a lot more detail, I might say, because look at these, just look like a bunch of smudges in there, man. I think the lines, you can see the lines a lot more in the Diamond Select. I like the handle more on this. I like the light brown better than this kind of darkish grayish brown. And then this does have some seams on it, where this one does not. So that's just a flat brown leather strap, but I do still like it, man. I really like the lighter color better than the darker color. So now let's get into Thor. I think that this looks more like Chris Hemsworth than the Diamond Select. I just think they really, like, because his face is shorter, man, and if I bring in the Diamond Select, you can just kind of see, where his face is longer. When I look at this one, it looks like a Chinese guy trying to cosplay as Thor. I don't know why I think that, man, I just do. His skin is too pasty and chalky, where he is just molded in this nice flesh tone, which I like a lot more, so there's like a quick comparison. I don't know, man. I am pushing more towards the Marvel Legends. Let me know what you guys think. Even though I believe that this figure was supposed to come out with Thor the Dark World, as you can see, like all the golden stuff, dude. Look all that gold, man. It's supposed to be this color over here, so I think they might just change a few things around to make it somewhat look like the Age of Ultron Thor. Like, you see all the gold all over the pants, dude, on the end caps and everything. So even on the gauntlets, I think they're supposed to be this silver bluish color, so I would definitely prefer the Marvel Legends over the Marvel Select, but let me know what you guys think. So his shin guards, man, are just detailed out. You see the golds. The rest of it's black, but it does have some nice, like, detailed lines. See if I can fix my light so you guys can see those a little better. See all the detailed lines in there? Really cool. I really dig those a lot. Got the chainmail over there. That's just, I don't think there's any black wash effect over that. See the gold trim? Then the gold trim on the front, and then his knee joint has some, like these edges in it, which I think look really cool. Then his drape has these gold notches at the end. Then the blue, same thing with the Diamond Select, it has the blue going down, and then it goes around on the side, as you can see right there, and that goes onto the back. No really shading going on in the back at all. Just kind of just sculpted lines, but they do look good. It's got some of these pockets, all the straps that go up. Looks very cool, man. You see some buckles and stuff too, but it's just not painted at all. And then you can see how his 4 little buttons on the front, they do have some lines going through them, which I think look very good. You see the gold, then there's some other blue below the gold. I really do like the gold, man. I think I like the colors for the Thor the Dark World better than Age of Ultron. I'm a big fan of gold, man. I just think it looks badass. So the circles have some, nice little lines in them. Same thing with the caps that hold the cape down. Those are silver with some little lines in them. You see all the little lines on the chest piece. You got some red underneath the black. Then his cape, there is no black wash on it at all, man. No shading effect, nothing. Which, this cape, man, looks pretty much identical to the Diamond Select, but it's just a different size, dude. So I thought that was a trip, huh? This is more like bendy than this one, so I kind of like this cape more, but I still got to go with the Marvel Legends. So, his head sculpt, which I think looks more like Chris Hemsworth than the other one does, dude. I don't know. I just feel like his face is more short than it is long, so I don't know. A lot of people just say that it looks like a generic blonde-haired and blue-eyed white dude. I guess in a way it does, but I can see Chris Hemsworth a little bit in there. So you can just see how it's got, this kind of lighter blonde beard with his mustache. He's got some blue eyes with darker blonde eyebrows. Then his hair looks great, dude. Looks very cool. You see the braids on the side going down the back. You see it has some like darker blonde highlights going through it. I just like how they sculpted every piece of hair. It's not just, straight hair with some paint on it, man. It's all sculpted out. Awesome, dude. Very cool. So there's his wrist guards, which also have some gold on them. You see the hole, which looks ugly as shit, man. That looks so ugly. So his wrist guards, they do have some little sculpted dots on them, and then on the inside, there's also some more lines right there. Then it's got the red with the buckles that do not have any paint on them whatsoever, so that's kind of a bummer, man, but what are you going to do? So let's get into some quick articulation. So his foot can go up about that far, goes back about that, and it does have ankle pivot. It does have a double jointed knee, and it's also on a thigh swivel that can do a full 360. His leg can kick up about that far, and then it goes back about that far. He actually does have a waist swivel that can move side to side, and then he can almost do a full split. I can just focus on my camera a little bit. He also has a diaphragm joint too, which can go forward about that much. It can't really go back because of the cape, so it goes back about that far. Can turn side to side, and it is on a little bit of a pivot. He does have wrist rotation that's also on a hinge, but it's not your normal hinge. It can go up and down, then you have to turn it to go side to side. So just like the Black Widow Marvel Select review I did, this dude has the same hinge. So he has a double jointed elbow, and then he does have a bicep swivel. So man, his arm joints are a little tricky, man. They're really tough to get up, and that's the furthest I can get mine without feeling like it's going to snap off. I actually can't move this one at all, man. That's just stuck in there. So I think I might get a hold of Amazon and try to do a return and get a new box set, so just look out for that. And his head is really restricted by all this hair, so it can look down about that. Doesn't really go back at all. It can move side to side, and it is on a little bit of a pivot. So let's do some figure comparison from the other Age of Ultron characters. So here he is next to War Machine. So I think that's pretty good, man. I think Thor's supposed to be bigger than, all the other Avengers, besides Hulk, of course. And then here he is next to the Build-A-Figure Ultron. And I think that's a really good size comparison, man. I think Ultron's supposed to tower over all of them. So there's my video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!